stuff, do you still need him to spell his name? And
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, just might as well.
I don't mind.
Is everybody good? Everybody? All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Keith Batten. I'm a lieutenant with the Metropolitan Police Department Homicide Branch. We're here to discuss the case closure of the May 1999 homicide of Susan Cvengros. We brought that case to closure yesterday with the arrest of George Munn. So if anyone has any questions at all?
Can you take us through how you were, after 26 years, able to nail this guy?
Sure. So this was assigned to our cold case unit. What the cold case unit does is goes back through all these cases meticulously. They re-interview witnesses. They look at old tips. They also have gone through a lot of, and especially this, not a problem.
I gotta check.
Yeah, you're fine.
Because something's interfering here.
It's part of my brain cells trying to fire up here to get a little thought process going.
You don't happen to have a phone in that other pocket?
I do. You need to take it off?
No,
Yeah.
my pack's in there.
You need me to put somewhere else?
Yeah.
Here.
Ambrose, just turn it on. That's what you do.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Give me move it to the other pocket for you.
Getting interference.
Can you move it?
Shit.
Here. Let's try this. That better?
Everybody's just good?
Better?
Can you say a few more words?
Yep. Can you hear that now?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So I'll back it up a little bit for you.
Thank you.
So what happens on all these cold cases, they go to our cold case unit. Each detective there will go back through these cases and look at all the witness statements obtained at the time, look at all the physical evidence and all of that. In a case like this, we really particularly spend a lot of time looking at our DNA evidence and really evaluating it. So after all these years, there's re-interviews of witnesses, there's re-interviews and re-analyzing DNA evidence. So we really take our time and go back through them, and they spend a lot of time to kind of bring this kind of case to closure.
What was the DNA evidence or the witness evidence that helped in this case?
The DNA evidence, I can't really go into that right now. There's just a constant reanalyzation and going back over it and over it, and just following up on the leads through the DNA evidence. That
Do you
helps.
have a motive?
At this time, we do not actually. There's no sort of domestic angle to this case, so we don't have that aspect in it.
The story back at the time, the Washington Post reported that she was kind of an exotic dancer and would take rides home. Do we believe she maybe met him at a club and he brought her home and it got out of hand?
We do not believe that at all, no.
Tell us.
At this point, at this time in her life, she was actually not doing that to our understanding. She had moved away from that lifestyle and was kind of going in a new direction.
So how did they meet? What's their connection?
We believe it's kind of circumstantial. Circumstantial at this point.
What does that mean?
It means that she met him by happenstance.
Can you
Like,
walk us
out in
through
the
what
wild?
information you had that night and what you were working off of?
So sure, when the officers get there, this is they get a call for a person down in the apartment. They go in, they find her dead inside the apartment. What happens at that point is the detectives start interviewing everyone in the surrounding area in the house, right? They go through all those statements and follow up on all of those statements. A lot of those statements led to some people that we're interested in. We talked to a lot of people in this case, and then ultimately those kind of things led us to do additional searches for DNA evidence.
Was this guy George Mudd interviewed back then? Was he someone on the radar way back then?
Maybe not initially, but within a couple years after that, yes.
And has this DNA been in the file since then, or is this new DNA?
No, it's all been analyzed within the last couple of years also. There's been continued follow-up, but there were a number of loose ends that they needed to tie up.
And have you talked with, I know she had a sister, have you talked with the family? What have they said?
The lead detective on the case, Todd Williams, has talked to the sister, yes.
One last question.
No, I'm sorry. You don't
One
mind?
last question.
What has this guy been doing for the last 26 years, this George Mudd? Has he perhaps killed other people?
Not aware of it this time.
Has he been in prison?
Correct, yes. He's done some prison time, yes.
And there was DNA at the scene that for whatever reason then could not tie this guy to it. You believe that DNA now does tie him to it. He's been in prison and maybe not killing other people in the meantime.
The DNA has definitely been followed up on. Our technology has grown so much from 1999 to now. It's really grown, so we're able to utilize some of the new technology stuff to get us to where we're at.
Can you speak to his prison sentence and why he's in prison?
If I could just real quick, real quick.
Thanks, everybody.
That was the last question.
You guys are
Yeah. Thank you.
I don't know who has what.
Please send them to
I just feel like there was more questions than answers there.
We just don't know a lot of the story. That's the problem.
Yeah, if you have other questions.
And what about his photo? Do you have a mugshot of him that you're putting out so people might say, oh, we know him?
doesn't release mugshots.
I know, but even in someone like this who might be involved in other crimes,
This is
want
yours
help?
there.
you don't want help? Like, oh, that's George. He killed my sister that time.
I'm with you. I don't know.
If you have any other questions, please send them to us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What's that? I said, you know, the thing is, we do these cases. They're always looking, and they're never forgotten. It's funny. Like I said, this happened a month after I came.
Well, what can you tell us about him being in prison? Like, where is he in prison? I mean,
Can you send that to our
well,
press
we're kind of
box?
do the story right now, though.
Okay, but can you send it to the press box and we'll try and get those answers for you? Okay.
All right.
Like where he's been in prison, that'll be DOC. That's not going to be MPD. That's Department of Corrections. Like,
Okay.
we wouldn't have that answer.
Okay. All right.
I can't take it. I'll tell you this.
More questions?
All that. And was he? Other than prison. Right, but was he out of prison at the time of his most recent arrest? And we let him up